Hi, today our topic is production management. So, production management is the process of effectively planning and regulating the operations of that part of an enterprise which is responsible for actual transformation of materials into finished products. So, the production management deals with the decision making related to production process so that the resulting goods or services are produced according to specification in amount and by the schedules demanded and at a minimum cost in organizations. So production management thus is assigned with the following tasks that I mentioned right now. Number one, specifying and accumulating the input resources, that is, management, main, information, materials, machine, and capital in organizations. Number two, designing and installing the assembling or conversion process to transform the input, output, and coordinating and operating the production process so that the desired goods and services may be produced efficiently and at a minimum cost in organizations. So, the production department in an enterprise is not only concerned with the full exploitations of production facilities but also human factor that indirectly affect the production utilizing of latest techniques of productions and the productions of quality goods to the satisfactions of customer of the product. Now we discuss about scope of production management in organizations. The various activities that form scope of production functions can be studied in the following areas. Number one, production selection and design. The production mix marks the production systems either efficient or inefficient. Choosing the right production, keeping the mission and overall objectives of the organizations in mind is the key to success. So it is the design of the product which makes the organization competitive or non-competitive. Number two points, activities relating to production system designing. So decision related to the production system design is one of the most important activities of the production management. So this activity is related to production engineering and includes problems regarding design of tools and jigs, the design, development and installations of the equipment and the selection of the optimum size of the farm. So all these areas requires the technical expertise on the part of the production managers and his staff also. Number three, facilities location. The selection of an optimum plant locations very much depends upon the decision taken regarding production engineering. A wrong decision may prove disastrous. Location should, as far as possible, cut down the production and distribution cost. So there are diverse factors to be considered for selecting the location of a plant also. Method study. The next decision regarding production system design concerns the use of those techniques which are concerned with work environment and work measurement also. So standard method should be devised for performing the repetitive functions efficiently. So unnecessary movement should be eliminated and suitable positioning of the workers for different processes should be developed. Such methods should be devised with the help of time study and motion study also. The workers should be trained accordingly. Now, facilities layout and materials handling in organizations. So plant layout deals with the arrangement of machines and plant facilities. the machine should be so arranged that the flow of production remains smooth, and there should not be overlapping, duplication, or interruption in production flow in organizations during production. And production layout where machines are arranged in a sequence required for the processing of a particular product, and process layout where machines performing the similar processes are grouped together are two popular methods of layout. So the departments are layout in which such a way that the cost of materials handling is reduced. So there should be proper choice of material handling equipment also. Now the next point is capacity planning. So these deals with the procurement of productive resources. Capacity refers to the level of outputs of the conversation process over a period of time. So full capacity indicates maximum level of output. Capacity is planned for short term as well as long term. So process industries pose challenging problems in capacity planning. Requirement in the long run, expansion and contraction of major facilities in the conversion process also. So tools for capacity planning are marginal costing, break-even analysis, learning curves, linear programming, and decision trees. The next point is production planning. The decision in production planning include preparation of short-term production schedule. So plan for maintaining the records of raw materials, finished and semi-finished stock, specifying how the production resources of the concern are to be employed over some future time in response to the predicted demand for production and services. Now, production control. After planning, the next managerial production function is to control the production according to production plans, because production plans cannot be activated unless they are properly guided and controlled. So according to cerebral and production control is the process of planning production in advance of operations, establishing the exact route of each individual's items, part or assembly, setting, starting and finishing dates for each important items, assembly the finished products and releasing the necessary orders, as well as initiating the required follow-up to select the smooth functioning of the enterprises. Now the next point is inventory control. So inventory control deals with control over raw materials, work in progress, finished products, stores, supplies, tools, and so is included in production management. So the raw material supplies etc. should be purchased at right time, right quality, in right quantity also, from right sources, at right price. So now we discuss about the production management importance and functions. So what is the production management? So as we earlier discussed, now production management refers to the process of managing the activities of a business to furnish desired outputs of programs and services. It involves planning, executing and directing operations to convert raw materials into finished goods and services. So therefore we can say that production management is concerned with procuring resources in the form of management inputs, raw materials, labor capital, equipment and so on. So order to develop and produce finished products. So the entire process between these two checkpoints is what we essentially refers to as production management. The supervision and execution of the process that transforms materials into products is called production management. So origin and development. So production management uses a wide range of functions and responsibilities to attain its goal. The simple process of its while years had to expand in order to accommodate the growing changes and expansion in product organization that become more complicated over the years as we transitions from simple 1% shops to multinational companies and factories with new concepts like scheduling, process management, quality control, and maintenance of machines. Entering the picture, a detailed plan and execution became necessary for production management. So, certain skills and strategies became important for activities to carry out in organizations. With automation, the landscape of factory systems changed, and so did production management, which has continually developed to over cover more and more areas and domains. Now, the function of production management. So, production management attempts to utilize main 6 as I mentioned earlier. Now, we discuss about this main machines, money, methods, materials, and markets in order to better serve consumer needs. Its fundamental goal is to product and produce and service the right quality, quantity on a schedule and for the optimal money. So production management makes it simple to adopt various technologies and innovation changes in the workplace. Production management is in charge of supervising and controlling all employees involved in the company's production processes in order to ensure that the target output is achieved. Now let's discuss about the function of production management. So number of selection of product and design. So production management helps the production select the right product to right production and also choose a relevant design for the product. So these become imperative for the survival of organizations to possess a good understanding of their consumers. In order to create productions that fully satisfy needs, production need to go through a detailed evaluation in order to meet customer needs while also remaining cost efficient. So number 2, production planning and control. Choosing the correct production processes for a particular product also becomes the important part. Decision must be taken in order to choose the correct type of machines and technology, the capital investment required, and so on. It entails planning prior to product decisions like quality, quantity of productions, the flow of processes, and so on are all planned out. So routing is the term used for charting out the sequence of operations for a smooth workflow also. So production control is overseen by the production manager. The actual process is compared and contrasted with the blueprint in place so that all necessary diversions from the original plan can be mapped out and any loopholes in the original plan can be spotted and corrected also. So scheduling is done to set up benchmark as to when starting and when to complete a particular production activity. So inventory and cost control also need to be taken care of. Take care of. The allocation of materials, labor and other processes is called the production schedule. Number 3, the next point. So machine maintenance and replacement. So production management takes care of the maintenance of the replacement of machines and equipment to ensure the efficient and smooth working of production processes in organization. So this is taken care by the production manager and the team to prevent speed breaks and halts in productions. Now, importance of production management. Number 1, efficient use of capital and resources. So production management minimizes the cost of production and enhances the use of resources to the fullest. A concise blueprint enables proper use of processes and time minimizing disparity between production process and output also. So evaluation of production process and maintenance downtime will ensure processes can be managed efficiently, optimizing workplace efficiently. So a well thought out production functions will result in high quality production, a faster rate of production and a lower cost per unit also. Now the next point is competitive edge. So production management can be a great tool for organizations facing competition in the market. So a smoother flow of processes increase efficiently, which will also allowing the company to provide quality production and services. The production management techniques play a role in the effective innovation of new production and facilitate research in developing new and quality productions. It can aid organizations in emerging as market leaders since less time spent for production processes means more resources to spare for other domains that may need more attention in organizations. Now, the next point is minimize risk of production failures. So, preparing a lucid roadmap, and collating information and assumption helps assesses the market and reduce chances of failure. Knowing the requirement and needs of the market will help reduce the chance that a product produced will flop. So ultimately product management, like everything else, cannot guarantee success, but it does reduce it. So that's for the video, my friends. If you like my videos, my humble request is please like, subscribe and share my